Tech fans. Welcome back to our special segment called Tiny Wins, where we invite students to talk about challenges they have faced and moving through that messy middle to the next part of the transition. And today, Farsia Chowdhury is here. Farsia is in her first year of her PhD program in mechanical and aerospace engineering. Did I get it right?
Yes,
You are so smart. I am so impressed. I am the opposite of an engineer, so whenever I am sitting amongst this genius, it is quite inspirational to me. Would you share with our listeners a little bit about yourself and how you landed here in Raleigh at NC State?
So I'm Farsia Chowdhury and welcome you all. I am from Bangladesh and I completed my Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering from Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology, which is considered as the top engineering university in Bangladesh. And after that, I directly came here for my PhD. Yeah, you are right. I didn't do my master's, so I'm a direct PhD student here. So after I finished my bachelor's, I was doing academia job for like 8 to 9 months. I was a lecturer in a private university, and then I realized that I want to be a doctor. I want that doctor thing in front of my name. So I just started applying for universities in their PhD programs and all, and then I got some offers, and my current professor gave me offer as well, and that seemed very tempting to me, the offer and the whole lab space and the works the lab do. And that's how I decided to come here in NC State. Also, another factor that encouraged me is the weather. I am not a very winter loving person. I feel terrible when it's like snow or really chill. So yeah, the weather was a factor for me as well, and the vibrant community, especially the huge Bangladeshi community here, that encouraged me a lot to come here.
Well, we're so happy that you're here and you're on your second semester
Yes.
of your first year.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned to you when I invited you on the podcast segment, Tiny Wins, it's about moving into a challenge that you faced. And maybe it didn't look big at the time, but can you share one that was a big, maybe kind of big challenge and it felt very heavy on you?
Grad students like me who come from other countries, especially from Asia, so we are really pampered in our own home. Like my father and mother used to pamper me a lot. I didn't do anything significant. I just studied, did my job, and they took care of rest of the things. But the biggest challenge for me after moving in here was, okay, so now I am alone. I have to do everything on my own, and the sudden burden of responsibility that came in. So that was one thing. And the other thing was like after a certain period of time, at first I was enjoying it a lot because it was a new environment, new culture and all. But after a certain period of time, I was feeling very homesick. And it was like there were certain moments I thought that should I just go back to my country and live there peacefully? Should I just leave my ambition of becoming something big and all? But I am glad that my friends here at NC State, my PI mean, who is my PhD supervisor, and my family, they encourage me a lot, and they are so helpful and supporting at the same time that I eventually got over it and realized that at the end of the day, my ambition matters actually rather than that those tiny struggles and all.
And like you said, it's a big change, and feeling homesick and being used to being pampered, that's an amazing transition that you made.
Yeah.
What was the tiny win that you had that helped you regain your confidence? You mentioned talking to people. Can you share a little bit more about what got your momentum moving?
Yeah, so at first when I was here, I only knew the Bangladeshi people who are already here, but I wanted something more. I wanted to I wanted to be in a space where I could like meet with new people, I could discuss stuffs. And you know, the thing that integrate me the most was that back in Bangladesh, we didn't have so much facilities with respect to labs or like programs like smooth sailing and all. We didn't have that support at all. We were like on ourselves when we were in undergrad. But here we have that vibrant community. So the first thing that was motivating me, like in my first semester, I did finished working on a journal paper. That was an achievement for a first semester student. Also, I joined smooth sailing cohort, and that was that moment when I befriended with people from different countries, from Brazil, from USA, from Africa, other parts of Asia, and that was like a global gathering. And I was finding so many people. And the fun fact is, even the smooth sailing program doesn't happen every week, but we are in touch every week, and we go to eat, and we meet somewhere in engineering buildings, and that is the fun part. I got my foreign friends through that program. Yeah, programs like that really help.
I feel like my heart is growing large because that is one of the goals I had, was to help people build community. And when you first walked into that room and there's all these people, you said, from around the globe, you don't know anyone, how did you get the confidence to start up conversations and then maybe even to say, let's go to lunch or let's get a coffee?
Okay, so so it was the tasks in the smooth sailing cohort. I mean, you were there as well. Like, we had to do some small tasks and games and all of those. We were there sitting for like couple of hours, and in those hours we were like talking to each other. Where are you from? In which department are you? And all of that. Then we exchanged our Instagram account, our WhatsApp account, and all. And then after some time, we were like communicating over different topics, like how is your day going, what are you doing in your lab, and all. And then eventually it became a friendship, and now we are like, okay, let's go to this weekend to a sushi shop, or let's go somewhere else, or let's meet somewhere in textiles. What do you think? So
I
it
think
happened like
that
that.
helps other people
Yeah.
realize that they also can get through it, and that it is a process of just being authentic and being yourself.
Yeah.
What did you actually learn about yourself, Farsia, that maybe you didn't know before you started this journey here?
Yeah, I didn't know that I can manage so many tasks at the same time if I want to. I was I think I was underestimating myself, because I thought, no, these big tasks and all responsibilities, I cannot do it alone. Maybe I will just leave everything and fly back to Bangladesh. But turns out that every day I am just resisting myself from doing that. And now it's a point where I think that no matter whatever it takes, I will just finish whatever comes in my way. So that confidence, it was not in me when I was in Bangladesh, maybe due to the backup or support I had. But now I am all alone here, so that I just realized that I have that inside me and I can do it.
I'm so proud of you. And as we wrap up this quick conversation about these tiny wins, what advice would you have for someone else who's going through the challenge? What is one authentic, honest pearl of wisdom you've learned that could help them?
So whenever I feel down, I just ask myself two questions. What would you do if you were back in the position where you were? And what are you getting now? So for me, it was a trade off. I was not getting the opportunities I wanted, but obviously, whenever you choose something, there's a trade off. You have to leave something to get something. So just determine which one is the priority for you. For me, the priority was to shine, the priority was to prove myself. So whenever you think like that, the opportunity you are getting here back to where what you are getting there, then the decision will be very easier, and you will feel less down, and that will help you a lot.
I can't wait to follow your journey, and congratulations on all the success you've had, and thank you for sharing with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much. And it was wonderful meeting you all. And thanks to Smooth Sailing for providing us with the opportunity to meet so many amazing people at the same place.
There we go.